Hello, I'm Israel Alvarez. I'm doing this video for the Who Am I assignment. And the roles that I play, well, I work at a school, so I play as a teacher role. I'm also a coach for boys and girls soccer, and I also have an after-school program where I teach people how to work out. So that very much is embodied into who I am, as well as being a friend, a student. I've been going to school for, I'm 24, so quite a long time. But I've also been working full time, like with it, and that has led me to fully understanding what I want to do. But I'm also a brother, a son, I'm a family, first generation, parents from Bolivia. I grew up with my brothers really close. I'm the youngest of them, but we're all like best friends. And what makes my current identity, well, I had a loving household, but things weren't always perfect in terms of like me doing good at school. Like a lot of teachers really liked me, and my brothers were kind of known for being troublemakers, but I wasn't really sort of like you could say a delinquent or a student who really kind of like acted out a lot. But I also struggled with like tests and had a lot of test anxiety and math especially. So I didn't do too good during math, but as I got into high school, I started playing more soccer and I went into high school team, and that kind of taught me that anything I put my mind to, I can get good in. And I eventually was captain for 2 years as a junior, and it was amazing. And that led me into college, wondering like, I want to start working out. I want to start being the best version I can be. August 20th is another birthday to me because that's the day I told myself I was not gonna take it easy on myself and you know, enable sort of weak mindsets. And so that kind of led to me being more confident and loving myself and kind of pushing myself to be better. And any day can be a day for that. But I also used to work at a boxing gym, and at a time I worked, they had kids boxing, so I used to help kids wrap their hands and talk to them. And there was a kid who would get bullied, and I kind of like saw him really sad, and I just like fuck it, I'm gonna talk to him. Like I know he needs someone, and sure enough, like I made him feel better. I told him like if you have anything going on, just channel that anger and rage and sorrow to this bags and punch it. Just lose yourself and passion. Just don't think about anything else. Just work out, and things will make sense after that. And I told him that just because you're angry, you don't have to operate in the sense of revenge and frustration and just hurting someone. And you working out should be for you because you love yourself and not because someone's being an asshole. And he like learned then and there and like never like looked back. I didn't talk to him in a while because I didn't work as a gym for a bit, but he looked good. And that led me to knowing that I want to work with youth or just in some sort of system where I can inspire people. And I kind of resonated with my past at school, not really fully being engaged. Like I had good teachers, don't get me wrong, but they just didn't do. There were some people that didn't cater to what I really needed, and I wish I kind of learned from then on that school can be fun and really interesting because it has to be you to make it. You have to make those connections, but if the other person isn't willing to understand them and see what they like and what kind of motivates them, then you kind of miss an opportunity. And there are a lot of kids that aren't being heard, so that kind of goes with my identity and also my priorities. But I don't put on any faces. You see it as what you get. I am the most honest and genuine person that I can be because it's this unnecessary effort on trying to be someone you're not and creating a image for someone just to appease them. I watch my language when I work so I don't swear as often and I mess up sometimes, but Other than that, no. I used to work as a teller, and I did kiss ass really well, but I don't put on faces for anyone, but I think that's why I'm really loved for at my school for being one of the most real teachers and just overall a good time to be with and just inspire. Um, I think people put on faces just out of like insecurity because they feel as though other people aren't ready for who they might be, or they feel as though they aren't worthy, maybe. Like maybe there's some sort of past that they're not really proud of. Maybe they're going through something and they just want to like not let people see what's going on behind the mask. So they create this image so then people can just let them go on with their lives, or that image is created so then this person who creates it has sort of this leg room to manipulate and selfishly kind of plan or plot something. So, but sometimes it's also for the greater good. There's a big gray area. It's kind of hard to see who's wrong and right in the end of the day, because oftentimes they could be from professional legal matters, like a doctor or a lawyer. Lawyers are professional liars, and they have to be. And my current priorities in life are, and always will be, being the best version I can be physically, mentally, spiritually. Taking the time to work out, be healthy, be as strong as I can be, always making new goals, setting new deadlines, competing, if anything, or inspiring others, and sort of keeping the fire on, not just for me, but for my students and other people in my life that need that motivation. Another priority would be finishing my degree at SF State and getting my certificate or some sort of program cert to be a teacher and either be a physical education teacher or work in SOAR, which is students like special ed students have trauma and need that sort of more personalized teaching and engagement, which is what I work in right now. And as you can tell, I'm very passionate about that, and they feed off that passion, and I make them curious about the world, and anything can be educational. So the other priority would be fully learning Spanish. Like, I can speak y blah blah, but I'm not fluent, and I want to be fluent, and I've helped many cases at my school, but there are times where I'm like, So I want to be more fluent in that, and then aspire into maybe German or Japanese, because I'm always interested in that, and that kind of goes with my culture and my heritage. And another last one would to be the best cook I can be. Like, I'm learning family recipes, but I want to like also be able just to cook whatever I want, just be a kick-ass chef. And the morals that I mean, the values that really are my core is striving to learn or be better in something every day. There's no excuse. Like, I got in a car accident around last year in April, and that really deterred me working out for a while, but I made constant effort to like make sure I rehabilitated 100% or as much as I can, and I'm working out again, heavy lifting and all that. So some people don't even know, they don't even think that I fractured my wrist. I was hit by a car on my bike, yeah, but I'm fine. And the morals that I live by is just being honest and truthful and genuine, and authentically living your life the way you'd always picture it, and not living behind our words and just letting our actions speak for ourselves. And the ethics, I would say, is not basically not letting yourself be ashamed of any actions or movements or just things you do in general. Just be always accepting of who you are and loving yourself, and then accepting your mistakes and faults and learning from those lessons so that you don't constantly relearn or go through them again. And just being the best you can be. Thank you.